Good morning, students. Welcome back to our online classes. Yesterday we started doing the chapter Ranikhet's Gift. It's a wonderful chapter by Rudrani Ghosh. She is living in Ranikhet nowadays. Earlier she lived in metro cities like Delhi, Mumbai and Kolkata. And in this chapter, in this passage, she has presented a very contrasting imagery of city life and living in hill station. So Ranikhet is a beautiful hill station where you can see a full range of Himalayan mountains. They are snow covered. In this chapter, in this passage, she has explained a day in Ranikhet when the rain started pouring down heavily, and with the rain it came down, it indicated that the monsoon season had started. For 2 hours it rained heavily, and everything was everybody, every creature and every natural thing, whether trees or leaves or birds, everyone they were enjoying the rain, the first rain of the monsoon. And trees were dancing, trees were swaying, and leaves were dancing with that wind. And because of the strong wind and thundering and the loud noise of the downpour of the rain on the tin roof of the narrator's bungalow, it created a lot of havoc and a lot of noise. But that noise did not upset the narrator. In fact, rather she enjoyed that noise, and it was a musical noise for her. And after 2 hours, the rain stopped. And when the rain stopped, there was a haze around the bungalow, around in the atmosphere, in the environment surrounding the area, in the surrounding areas, and it looked as if the clouds were entering her house, and she was able to touch those soft and fluffy clouds. So now, till this point we had read yesterday, so now we will read further. Gradually the haze started disintegrating, and the first glint of sun's rays shimmered over the velvety green mountainside, while the dark clouds scurried away. What a drastic change! Now a brilliant blue sky emerged with contrasting, startling white fluffy clouds. It was an artist's delight, with all those shades of green, from the lightest to the darkest, and the flowers of every hue and color. On the hilly slopes, between the rocky crevices, and in every garden, there were splashes of red, crimson, yellow, and orange. The air was cool and crisp, and the birds and the butterflies were out again. So now here in this paragraph, she explained the atmosphere just after the rain had stopped. So gradually means slowly the haze. Haze means the moisture, the haze which has gathered around everything. It started disintegrating. Disintegrating means breaking. It started lifting, and the first glint means shine of sun rays. Reflected, shimmered means shining, reflected over the velvety means smooth and soft green mountainside, because it's a monsoon season, so everything is full of plants, greenery and trees. So mountainside is also full of plants, herbs, shrubs and trees. So it looked velvety. While the dark clouds scurried away, while the dark rain clouds moved away hurriedly. And what a drastic means extreme change, because earlier they were dark clouds, now they were soft white clouds in the sky, and the sun was shining over the hilltops. So everything was shining brightly under that sun rays. So it was a contrast change, complete opposite change in the sky. Now a brilliant blue sky emerged. Emerged means came into view. With contrasting means opposite, startling means sudden white fluffy clouds. So in the sky, what was visible? The sky was blue. Earlier the sky was dark and there were dark clouds. Now the sky was blue and there was white, soft, fluffy clouds. It was an artist's delight. So everyone, delight means happiness. Every artist wanted to witness such a beautiful scene in front of his eyes because they want to paint it forever in his paintings. So it was, to an artist's delight, it was such a wonderful scene. Scenic beauty was wonderful of that scene. With all those shades of green from lightest to the darkest, you can see all the shades of green from light to dark, because some plants were leaves were light in color, light green in color, and some were dark green in color. So all the shades from lightest to the darkest, they were visible on the mountain side. And the flowers of every hue, every color of flower, you name the color and you will find it on the hillside. On the hilly slopes between the rocky crevices means narrow openings, and in every garden there were splashes of red. Splashes means endless rays of red, crimson, orange and yellow. There were so many colors spread around you, in front of you, your eyes. So it was a delight for your eyes as well as for any artist who would love to paint such a beautiful scene. The air was cool and crisp. Crisp means fresh, and the birds and butterflies were out again, and the birds and the butterfly were fluttering again in the gardens and among the trees. Let's read further. We too went out for a daily walk. Amazingly, there was to be found neither a puddle nor a muddy patch. The soil being rocky and sandy, either dried easily or water made its way downhill. Now that the sky had cleared, the whole mountain range was in view. A full 180-degree stretch of snow-clad mountains gleamed and glistened in the last rays of the sun. We stood mesmerized as the reflection of the setting sun on the snow seemed to set the whole range ablaze. The whole orange glow began to spread and smeared itself on the surrounding clouds, slowly yet steadily mingling with the darkness as the night gradually let down her curtains. Now, again, we too went out for a walk. We means narrator and the family went out for their daily walk. Amazingly means surprisingly, there was to be found neither a puddle nor a muddy patch, because since she had lived in the metro cities, and in metro cities after such a heavy rainfall, there many puddles and many muddy patches are formed on the roads. But here, since it's a hill station, it's a hillside, and the roads are winding down the hill, so that's why there she did not find any puddle or any muddy patch. Maybe because she gave two reasons for that: because the soil being rocky and sandy, the water went down inside the earth, or water made its way downhill and water went down the hill, and because of that there was no puddle or a muddy patch on the roads.